What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we're talking about this right here. This was so left field, no one expected this to happen. So they've released, or they're going to be releasing as of tomorrow, is when this banner actually drops. It's a new Pirate Rumble Sugo Fest on JP. And it introduces two new characters, it introduces a new ENEL, and then it also introduces Rebecca and Toy Soldier, which is actually one unit, kind of similar to the Kalgara and Nolan character, very, very similar. But yeah, ENEL is a Sugo Fest exclusive, and he's going to be arriving on this random Pirate Rumble banner. Very, very weird. So let's go ahead and talk about it, because on the actual news post, it goes through his abilities, so we can have a look at his captain effect and everything. So this is crazy. No one kind of expected a new ENEL to drop just randomly out of the blue like this. And like, they just announced him and he's dropping tomorrow. Like, it's kind of wild that they just went ahead and did this. You know, a lot of people were talking about V-Jump this week as well, because we should be getting V-Jump scans very soon. But because of this, I mean, I'm pretty sure that V-Jump this month is just going to be about this ENEL. Maybe there'll be something else that we haven't seen yet, but I don't know. The fact that this is happening right now means it would be pretty much in time for V-Jump, I think. But let's have a look. Massive shout out to Fiddly Ast on the One Piece Treasure Cruise subreddit for providing translations here. So you can see the banner drops tomorrow, February 17th at 1200 JST. And JST is very similar to my time zone. So it's going to be dropping tomorrow until April 4th. So it's here for quite a while, actually, which is interesting. Okay. But here's the information of ENEL. Let's go ahead. Let's go through it, okay? Okay, so, the brand new Sugo Fest exclusive ENEL, his captain effect is going to boost the attack of Psy characters by 5 times when they have a matching slot, 4.25 times otherwise. That's already really good. And then boost the HP by 1.3, and then makes Int, Recovery, and Tandem slots count as beneficial, and activate his special ability at the beginning of the quest. It's a great captain effect, actually. One thing that I really like here is that it's actually very easy to get his 5 times boost. When we have a look at some of the other super type legends that are like ones that are relating to matching slots, you know, like Snake Man, for example, 5 times boost to strength if you have specifically a strength or recovery slot. And then it would be 4 times otherwise, I think. And then like, you know, Sugo Fest exclusive Kid, he'd give you the big boost only if you had a bomb or a super bomb slot. Whereas this guy's like, you know, it doesn't matter what orb you have, as long as it's counted as beneficial, you get the 5 times boost. But of course, the difference here is that, yeah, he's only boosting Psy characters, so that's a little bit of a difference. But then he also gives you a 1.3 HP boost, which is so good, right? And then just giving you so many more additional slots. So if you're running your full Psy team, right, none of you're never going to have a non-beneficial slot unless if it is a block orb or something, or the enemy gives you non-beneficial slots. And then Recovery and Tandem are just counted as matching as well. So good, dude. Like, actually freaking amazing. And then activating his special at the beginning of the quest, very similar to Legend Kaido, right? When Kaido is used as a captain, and as soon as you start the quest, his special is going to launch automatically. Now, what does it do? It cuts the HP of all enemies by 15%. And then for 99 turns, increase the appearance rate of matching slots. So that just makes it so much easier for him to reach that 5 times multiplier, right? Just matching slots for 99 turns. So good, right? And then deals 50% of the damage that he himself dealt in typeless damage to all enemies at the end of each turn. So the way that this is worded, there's no like turn restriction, or at least like the 99 turns is probably for matching slots and for this effect. So, you know, hypothetically, if ENEL attacks and does 100,000 damage, he does 50,000 damage to all enemies. But I mean, with a 5 times captain, he's going to be dealing some pretty serious damage. And remember, if you're running double ENEL, this will not work with double ENEL. It'll only work with one of them, because remember, when the special is active, it'll actually activate a buff on your side of the field, which means that running double ENEL, while it is fine because their captain effects are pretty good, but you'll actually get the more things out of your team if you actually run ENEL plus someone else as your captain. Now, the great thing about ENEL is that he's a Psy boosting captain, and there are so many good Psy captains right now. You know, like V3 Boa Hancock, Germa 66, Gold Roger. I mean, we have to see what his classes are, but potentially might be able to be used with Law, because Law is a striker captain. He boosts Fighter, Striker, and Free Spirit, and NLs have typically been striker characters, shooter, striker, shooter driven. So he could still be shooter driven. If he's strike, I hope he's striker. I really hope he is, so that he works very, very well with Law, but we'll have to wait and see. Then it reduces 5 turns of bind and paralysis. Now, some people have been getting a little bit confused with this. When it activates the special at the beginning of the quest, it just means as soon as you start the fight, he's going to remove 5 turns of bind and paralysis. So, realistically speaking, this is not an effect that's going to, like, work at all when you start the run. So you don't have to worry about this. But it says for 1 turn, boost the color affinity of side characters by 2.25. Hello? He just gives you an affinity boost for free, right? So, I love this so much. This is a really, really good special ability, because not only does it give you like really awesome ways to deal pretty good damage, right? You're getting a health cut out of it, you're getting a really, really unique mechanic, and then you're also getting utility on top of it, and then you're getting a really good damage boost on top of it. 2.25 affinity is fantastic, but one thing you have to remember is that he himself is a Psi captain. That means this is only really going to be that effective against int characters. So that's the little bit of restriction there in terms of his special giving you additional damage. But then again, if normal attacks only is not present, then this is going to already give you a pretty good amount of damage. But one thing that, you know, just comes to my mind straight away is that, yeah, he does give you side character color affinity, 2.25. A character that can absolutely abuse this is Germa 66, because for those who don't know, Germa 66, when they're a sub, when you use their special, they become the captain for 2 turns. And then when they've become the captain in the middle of an adventure, they're super effective against all types. So you can have a super effective against all types captain, who is a 5 times captain, gives you a full board of matching slots, gives you a 2.25 ore boost, and then have ENEL giving you a 2.25 color affinity boost. You deal, ENEL does additional damage at the end of the turn. Germa's super effective against all types with the affinity boost. Like, there's some pretty cool stuff going on here. I really, really do like what ENEL is aiming to do, man. It's really, really cool. But one thing that we can see straight off the bat, he is not a super type legend. He is just like a generic old school legend, right? Not a dual unit, no captain action, no super type, no nothing. He's just a plain old captain and special unit. So that's a little bit of a drawback, because I think NL with a super type as well added on top of this would have been absolutely insane. I don't know what type of super type special you could give him, really. I don't know. Maybe like reducing barriers or like removing defensive effects off of the enemies would be really, really cool. But I think it's really good. I'm a big fan of this NL. I think he looks really, really cool, and I love his abilities, and he works so well with some of the really powerful side characters that we have in the game right now. Now, because he's releasing on Pirate Rumble Sugo Fest, he actually has Pirate Rumble abilities, and I believe if you pull him, he comes with like max abilities. Now, his special 17 CT, by the way, which is like, that's hardly anything. And there's so many good characters that can help you reduce that. I mean, if he does end up being a shooter character, Kizaru can work with him. V3 Law works well with him. There's a lot of, I mean, you could use Roger alongside him, goddamn. So he does 1.1 times his attack to all enemies. So he targets all enemies for a multiplier, which is so good. And then for 17 seconds, level 3 defense up and level 5 speed to all Psi allies. Now, if you've got other characters that are reducing your CT, that basically means you're going to be able to like cycle through this and consistently have this up. 17 CT is ridiculous for what he does. This is amazing. Like this is a fantastic special, dude. Now, his passive as well, dude. Level 5 defense up, level 5 speed to all Psi allies. That's just base, right? And then for 40 seconds after the start of the battle, level 5 CT down to enemy slashes. So you can understand where they're coming from with this one, because as we all know, Roger and Odin and Doflamingo and Kizaru and that basic core of characters are running rampant on Pirate Rumble, especially on JP as well. So you can see what they're trying to go with here. They're trying to build some type of way to get around those slashes, because they are extremely strong. They're very good. And, I mean, I don't know if this is going to be, like, the #1 way to get rid of them, but this is definitely going to help. Reducing their CT so they're a little bit slower makes a lot of sense, because that's one of the most powerful things about the slashers in Rumble, is that they get their specials way too quick compared to every other team in the game, and they launch them, they're super strong, they do fixed damage, then, like, then normal multiplier damage, Roger does heaps of debuffs, like, they're way too good, man, and I think this is a really good step towards nerfing the slashers in some way. And then his effect, or his like, personal effect, completely resists special seal, and then 30% damage reduction against int. So like enemy Doflamingo would be probably the #1 character you'd come up against where this is going to be the most useful, or like just enemy int teams in general, you know, like Blackbeard, Katakuri, etc. So cool. Now, as we did say, it comes alongside Rebecca and Toy Soldier, which is weird because like there's no correlation between NL and this character, but sure, whatever. So generically in regular content, I mean, these Rumble characters are pretty bad in regular content, so Strength X quicker beneficial for 1 turn, shuffles non-matching slots, and damage reduction, yeah, it's not very good. But then special, 22 CT. 2 times attack to 2 enemies, level 3 defense down for 20 seconds to enemies in a large range, and then level 5 defense down to enemy slashes. So again, they really don't like slashes. This character is going to be a lot more useful against enemy slasher teams compared to ENEL. Then again, ENEL is a legend, his stats are going to be better, but this is super useful. I mean, these two together, I assume that this character is going to be a Psy character as well. Yeah, I mean, well, they're passive, right? Level 6 attack, level 2 defense, level 5 HP to Psy. Dude, that passive is nuts. What a passive. And then their personal effect, again, just resist special seal. Oh my god, that's really good against Halloween lore as well. God, who's also a slasher and is int. Dude. And then 30% damage reduction from int. Dude, this is... Yeah, these characters are really good. I know for sure... When this drops on global, I am definitely going to be pulling for this character. Well, look, we'll have to see how they perform in Pirate Rumble. We'll have to see how Japanese players use this guy in teams. But I like this character. I like ENEL, and I really do like this Toy Soldier and Rebecca character. They're really good. So this Sugo Fest is all gold. Only characters with Pirate Rumble abilities will be pullable. V2 ENEL is a Pirate Festival Sugo Fest exclusive legend. Yeah, so this is also something we have to talk about. Very similar to Sanji Pudding, for example. Sanji Pudding, by the way, is a Sugo Fest exclusive that came out that you can only pull on Kizuna Clash Sugo Fest. Unfortunately, the image doesn't load, but it's a Sugo Fest exclusive, 6-star characters, you can see there, 6 stars. You can only get them on Kizuna Clash Sugos, and they've restricted them to only being on Kizuna Clash Sugos. So now we're seeing ENEL only be pullable on Pirate Rumble Sugos. I don't like restricting legends to only very specific banners like this. I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, I can kind of understand the Super Sugo Fest exclusives, you know, restricting them to super banners, but then doing it for every specific game mode, I don't think it's a good idea. I really don't. I mean, I think debuting him on a banner like this would be fine, but then still make him pullable elsewhere, you know? I just think this is really weird because it means like any ticket you get, I don't think, I mean, then again, you know, in Pirate Rumble, you can get, like, tickets if you spend the Rumble tickets, like, pullable tickets, and then you could probably pull ENEL from this. But, still weird, though, still weird. V2 ENEL will come with max socket, special level, and Pirate Festival abilities when pulled. And so will Toy Soldier and Rebecca. 30 gems, 2, 6, 14, 18, 22, guaranteed to be Pirate Festival character at level 3. Well, their abilities are at level 3. 3, 10, 17 is be a legend with... Pirate Festival abilities at level 5, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 1 gem. Okay, 5, 9, 13, 21. Guaranteed to be a banner character, that's not bad. And then 25th multi doesn't show up, but I assume guaranteed NL. I would also assume that as well. And German Double Six is also alongside them. Law is also alongside them. Dude, Stampede Luffy as well. I forgot about him too. That's kind of good. Katakuri is also a really good side character. Garp. Sanji, I mean, Sanji's not that good, but whatever. And Robin. Yo, when's V2 Katakuri getting a 6+, bro? But German Double Six and Law and NL all in the same banner? Bruh, you can like round out your side team just with this banner alone. That's honestly pretty impressive. I can understand why they're kind of releasing this like right now. It's a really good way to bait people to pull. Damn, dude, this looks awesome. This looks really, really good. So let me know your thoughts and opinions about NL, dude, because I don't know. I like this character. I think he's pretty cool, but the problem is he's restricted to this really weird banner. Like, hypothetically, if you didn't have a lot of those boosted legends here, like if you didn't have like half this list, especially like this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, I mean, maybe this guy. Like, if you didn't have like those ones, you know, I can understand. You'd be like, oh, damn, I could potentially do some pulls and get some really good characters here. Yeah, so there's only 10 legends as well. So they're really restricting the pull. So it should be like 0.5% chance to get this guy much, much higher. Man, this is going to tempt a lot of people. I know for sure when he comes to global, I'm going to be doing some pulls for him. He looks awesome, dude. But as I said, let me know your thoughts and opinions about the brand new Sugo Fest exclusive NL down below in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.